Welcome to Wonderslate by Smart eBooks from the best publishers. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell.
For today's quizzes, Human Health and Diseases. Question number 1. Is a complete state of physical, mental and social well-being of a person. Option A. Disease. Option B. Health. Option C. Infection. Option D. Nutrition. The correct answer is Option B. Health. Health is a complete state of physical, mental and social well-being and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Question number 2. Disease which can easily transmit from one person to another is called. Option A. Non-infectious disease. Option B. Infectious disease. Option C. Viral disease. Option D. Congenital disease. The correct answer is Option B. Infectious disease. Disease which can easily transmit from one person to another is called infectious diseases. These are also called communicable disease. Question number 3. Common cold differs from pneumonia because. Option A. Pneumonia is a communicable disease, whereas the common cold is a nutritional deficiency disease. Option B. Pneumonia can be prevented by a live attenuated bacterial vaccine, whereas the common cold has no effective vaccine. Option C. Pneumonia is caused by a virus, while the common cold is caused by the bacterium Haemophilus influenza. Option D. Pneumonia pathogen infects alveoli, whereas the common cold affects nose and respiratory passage but not the lungs. The correct answer is Option D. Pneumonia pathogen infects alveoli, whereas the common cold affects nose and respiratory passage but not the lungs. Question number 4. Where will you look for the sporozoites of the malarial parasite? Option A. RBCs of humans suffering from malaria. Option B. Spleen of infected person. Option C. Salivary glands of freshly molted female Anopheles mosquito. Option D. Saliva of infected female Anopheles mosquito. The correct answer is Option D. Saliva of infected female Anopheles mosquito. When an infected female Anopheles bites a healthy person, Plasmodium in the form of sporozoites are transmitted from saliva of mosquito into the human body. Thus, one can look for the sporozoites of the malarial parasite in the saliva of the infected female Anopheles mosquito. Question number 5. Which one of the following disease is spread by housefly? Option A. Dengue. Option B. Filariasis. Option C. Amoebiasis. Option D. Ascariasis. The correct answer is Option C. Amoebiasis. Amoebiasis is spread by housefly which acts as mechanical carrier the protozoan parasite, Entamoeba histolytica. Question number 6. The group of diseases carried, transmitted, by insects are. Option A. Typhoid, jaundice, tuberculosis. Option B. Mumps, measles, smallpox. Option C. Scabies, ringworm, swine flu. Option D. Malaria, filaria, yellow fever. The correct answer is Option D. Malaria, filaria, yellow fever. The group of disease carried by insects are malaria, by female Anopheles mosquitoes, filaria by female Culex mosquito and yellow fever by female Aedes. Thus, option D is correct. Question number 7. Which of the following immune responses is responsible for rejection of kidney graft? Option A. Humoral immune response. Option B. Inflammatory immune response. Option C. Cell-mediated immune response. Option D. Autoimmune response. The correct answer is Option C. Cell-mediated immune response. Cell-mediated immune response is responsible for the rejection of kidney graft. Question number 8. Active immunity development is related to. Option A. Natural killer cells. Option B. Memory cells. Option C. Helper T cells. Option D. Suppressor T cells. The correct answer is Option B. Memory cells. Active immunity development is related to memory cells formed when B cells and T cells are activated by a pathogen. Question number 9. Choose the correct option regarding a antibody. Option A. IgG helps in allergic reaction. Option B. IgG cross placenta. Option C. IgG found in secretions. Option D. IgM exists as dimer. The correct answer is Option B. IgG cross placenta. Option B is correct regarding antibody. IgG antibody can cross placenta and provides natural passive immunity to the developing fetus. Question number 10. Vaccination protects a person from disease because it. Option A. Helps in better digestion. Option B. Increases RBC count. Option C. Stimulates production of antibodies. Option D. Improves healing system. The correct answer is Option C. Stimulates production of antibodies. Vaccination protects a person from disease because it stimulates production of antibodies. Question number 11. Opioids are drugs that bind to specific opioid receptors present in our. Option A. Central nervous system. Option B. Urinogenital system. Option C. Gastrointestinal tract. Option D. Both A and C. The correct answer is Option D. Both A and C. Opioids are drugs which bind to specific opioid receptors present in our central nervous system and gastrointestinal tract. Thus, option D is correct. Question number 12. Smoking addiction is harmful because smoke produces polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which cause Option A. Reduction in oxygen transport. Option B. Increase in blood pressure. Option C. Cancer. Option D. Retardation of growth of fetus. The correct answer is Option C. Cancer. Smoking addiction is harmful because smoke produces polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, currently classified as human carcinogens, as these cause cancer. Question number 13. Assertion. A. Interferons help to eliminate the viral infections. Reason. R. They released by infected cells reach the nearby uninfected cells and make them resistant to viral infection. Option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C. A is true, but R is false. Option D. A is false, but R is true. The correct answer is Option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Virus-infected cells secrete proteins called interferons, which protect non-infected cells from further viral infection. Question number 14. Assertion. A. Antibody-mediated immune response is provided by B cells. Reason. R. B cells work chiefly by secreting substances called antibodies into the body fluids. Option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C. A is true, but R is false. Option D. A is false, but R is true. The correct answer is Option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Antibody-mediated immune response occurs due to antibodies produced in the blood. These antibodies are chiefly secreted by B cells into the body fluids. When an antigen, pathogen, enters the body, the B cells produce antibodies, immunoglobulins, in response to it. Question number 15. Assertion. A. Dope test is used to estimate the level of alcohol by analyzing the breath of alcohol drinking person. Reason. R. Athletes undergo dope test before major tournaments or a match. Option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C. A is true, but R is false. Option D. A is false, but R is true. The correct answer is option D. A is false, but R is true. A is false, but R is true. A can be corrected as dope test is not related with alcohol. It is the blood test used to estimate whether a person taking part in a competition used any drug to make their performance better. Thus, athletes undergo dope test before major tournaments or a match. Question number 16. Assertion. A. Repeated use of drugs increases the tolerance level of receptors in our body. Reason. R. Addiction occurs as receptors respond only to higher doses of drugs. Option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C. A is true, but R is false. Option D. A is false, but R is true. The correct answer is option B. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Repeated use of drugs increase the tolerance level of receptors in our body because consumption or use of drugs for a longer period of time increases the number of receptors at neural junction, which in turn increases the tolerance level. Consequently, receptors respond only to higher doses of drugs, thereby causing addiction. Question number 17. The diagram shown above represents the flowering branch of which plant? Option A. Cannabis sativa. Option B. Dhatura. Option C. Opium poppy. Option D. None of these. The correct answer is option B. Dhatura. The diagram shown above is flowering branch of Dhatura. Question number 18. Which one of the following fungi contains hallucinogens? Option A. Morchella esculenta. Option B. Amanita muscaria. Option C. Neurospora sp. Option D. Ustalago sp. The correct answer is option B. Amanita muscaria. Amanita muscaria is a fungus which is known for containing hallucinogenic properties. Question number 19. Drugs that are normally used as medicines to help the patient cope with mental illness are: option A. Barbiturates. Option B. Amphetamines. Option C. Benzodiazepines. Option D. All of these. The correct answer is option D. All of these. Drugs like barbiturates, amphetamines, benzodiazepines, LSD and other similar drugs are normally used as medicines to help patients cope with mental illness like depression and insomnia. Thus, option D is correct. Question number 20. Nicotine intake stimulates the release of hormones known as: option A. Adrenaline and noradrenaline. Option B. Thyroxine and parathyroxine. Option C. Estrogen and progesterone. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option A. Adrenaline and noradrenaline. Nicotine acts on the adrenal gland to stimulate the release of adrenaline and noradrenaline into the blood circulation. Question number 21. Which one of the following is not correctly matched? Option A. Glossina pulpalis, sleeping sickness. Option B. Culex pipiens, filariasis. Option C. Aedes aegypti, chikungunya. Option D. Anopheles calicifaciens, dengue. The correct answer is option D. Anopheles calicifaciens, dengue. Question number 22. Which of the following is a symptom of ringworm? Option A. Chronic inflammation. Option B. Abdominal pain. Option C. Dry and scaly lesions on skin. Option D. Muscular pain. The correct answer is option C. Dry and scaly lesions on skin. Question number 23. Transplantation of organs in a patient is declared failed. Choose the option which indicates the type of immune response responsible for this reaction. Option A. Autoimmunity. Option B. Humoral immunity. Option C. Cell-mediated immunity. Option D. Cytotoxins. The correct answer is option C. Cell-mediated immunity. Question number 24. Which one of the following is correct match? Option A. Heroin. Depressant. Option B. Cocaine. Opiatic narcotic. Option C. Morphine. Hallucinogenic. Option D. Tobacco. Psychedelic drug. The correct answer is option A. Heroin. Depressant. Question number 25. Assertion. A. AIDS is a disorder caused by HIV. Reason. R. HIV is a virus that damages immune system of its host. Option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B. Both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C. A is true, but R is false. Option D. A is false, but R is true. The correct answer is option A. Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.